Alright guys, today I want to talk about a famous Nike colorway which is known as Viotech. And if you check out this pair of rainbow dunks, the shade of purplish magenta that goes around the back of the heel is known as Viotech. These shoes came out in 2002. They're Dunk Low Pros, and they're sort of the predecessor to Nike SB, which also started in 2002. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Robin Williams, the actor, is a huge sneakerhead. And if you want to go on Google and type in Robin Williams Viotech, you can see him rocking the same pair of shoes that I just put on my feet. So let's go in here and check out a dead stock pair. Wow, look how beautiful the suede looks, especially compared to the busted ones that I just put on my feet. So in addition to be calling the Viotechs, these are also known as the Rainbows, and they're also called the Viotech Lemonades. Because when you look at the box, the colorway that's going to be written here on the box is going to say Viotech Lemonade. These shoes were a part of the Ugly Dunkling pack, and they were on display next to the fairy tale Ugly Dunkling, and right next to the three pairs on display next to the Goldilocks and the Three Bears book. Check these beautiful shoes out. They were originally only released in Japan, and they're very, very rare. It's sort of a shoe that was slept on for a long, long time, but just this past year, Nike decided to retro them. And let's check out a pair of the retros, and we'll be able to compare them with the originals. The shoes definitely feel very different from one another. This one is much more firm and stiff, if you will, than this pair of shoes that's 12 years old. The colorways are almost identical. You'll notice on the back that this one says Nike in black, whereas this one just says it in gray. And really the major difference between these shoes is going to be the tag on the tongue. This one says Nike in orange, whereas this is just all black. And you'll also notice that in recent times, Nike's been putting these sticks in the shoes to sort of keep their shape. I was so excited when Nike retroed the Viotechs that I had to get two pairs. I mean, come on, I've been wearing the same pair for 12 years and they're completely busted. So I wanted to be able to have a bunch of these to wear in the future. Now, the Dunk Low Pro wasn't the first shoe to have this Viotech color. Another pair of shoes that came out in 2002 before the Dunk Low Pros are these Viotech Air Trainer 3s. And you'll notice that this shoe, the entire upper is Viotech. It almost looks like a raspberry. These shoes are very desirable. They were also only released in Japan. And the crazy thing about these shoes, I found them at a Nike outlet for $29.99 in Las Vegas in 2003. I ran into 12 pairs of these on the back wall. By the way, these are called Viotech Dandelion because the shade of yellow is supposed to be like the dandelion flower. So anyway, I ran into 12 pairs of these off the back wall. They were $29.99. One of the pairs was a size 11. And I remember debating whether or not I should keep it. Would I ever rock it? I remember thinking these are too loud, too wild. I won't rock it. I sold all those shoes. I sold them for about $100 each. And then I regretted selling the size 11. So years later, I started searching and searching and searching, and I eventually found this pair of shoes. I bought one. Actually, I bought two, and we'll break out the second pair in a minute. The Air Trainer 3 is one of the original cross trainers by Nike, and it was originally worn by Bo Jackson. Originally, the first cross trainer was the Air Trainer 1, and then we had this whole line of Air Trainer SCs, SC2s. This is the Air Trainer 3. And Bo Jackson was the multi-sport athlete of the late 80s and early 90s. He played professional baseball and professional football, and Nike made cross-training shoes just for him. One of the things about the early cross-trainers, that most of them have this Velcro strap that goes on the front of the shoe for added support, style, and comfort. Let's whip out the second pair. I bought these shoes from a reseller named Corgi Shoe. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Corgi Shoe, but if you go on Google and type in Corgi Shoe, one word, it's spelled Corgi, C-O-R-G-I, Shoe, S-H-O-E, and there's this awesome guy based out of LA that sells all these super limited shoes for very reasonable prices, and that's where I got my second pair of these Viotech Trainer 3s. I think Nike should retro these just like they did the Dunks. They would for sure sell out like that.